Hi, my name is Wendy, and a friend of mine posted something which is titled Deep Anxiety. So basically, the post is basically addressing the issues that is affecting all of us this past decade or so. Is regarding the pace of technology and how it affects our daily lives, and how it's making a lot of things obsolete and making us obsolete. And also the pace is too fast that many of us can catch up, causing many of us to feel depressed, to feel left out, and basically just a very bleak outlook of the future on society as a whole, which is quite depressing. So I'm going to read that post here quickly, and I am going to share my insight and my opinion, which I hope that will be beneficial to you if you are experiencing the same. So let me open that to you for you now. Yep, the post. Okay, this is translated from Thai. So the English translation is this. First it starts to from talking about DeepSeek. It says that the pace of technology is unstoppable. The rate is unstoppable and is accelerating, and it can catch up or even surpass pioneers faster than ever before. So basically, um, so the tech industry is constantly in a race to outpace itself. And it says that even if you dedicate yourself to developing something groundbreaking, the window of success is getting shorter and shorter. And basically, you may not even have time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. That means if you found something innovative. So, but he has a lot of concern about all this pace of technology, although it has its benefits, but he thinks that there are a lot of repercussions from that. And it says that here, you say we live in a world where impermanence has never been faster. That means it means that there's nothing is permanent. It means that you are outdated. Hurry up and change. This makes us feel here like we are never good enough as we are, as if a better version of ourselves is always in the future. Yes and no. I will come back to this later. We live in a world of extreme uncertainty that we know, okay, regarding politics, economies, wars, environments, cultures, way of life, even the way we learn and work. So a lot of people feel left behind, and they think that they live in a world that makes us dizzy, where we are forced to consume endless stream of information and just to stay relevant. And even if we know a lot, we still feel like we don't know enough. So we can easily lead to a sense of worthlessness. And third, we live in a world where we sprint every day. It's like a 100-meter sprint. It's no longer a marathon. And also competing with the AI that learns 24/7, and it out competing our human rivals. So therefore, a lot of countless people get burnout and collapse. And mental health, of course, they are affected. Okay. And is number four, we live in a world where everything becomes obsolete in no time, becomes outdated incredibly fast. That also applies to devices, electric cars, apps, services, entire industries. And we are forced to buy new things frequently just to keep up. So it keeps us feel constantly left behind. Number five, we live in a world of winners and losers. And uh, eventually it says whether you are the winner or loser, someone will eventually say, I give up and I'm out of this game. Yeah. Because both sides will eventually be exhausted. So it says he's skeptical and there is no stopping this pace of technology, and there are severe consequences waiting for us, uh, the whole world, basically. Indeed, it says like it feels like humanity is playing with a force far more powerful than it understands. Of course, okay. So AI is manipulating us. Yes, yes, yes. I will address this later. And psychological impact will be very severe. Yes, I agree. So the future, there are two roles. The warriors are those who are working tirelessly to push technology further. They will bear deep wounds and fighting to survive and stay ahead in this ruthless, unforgiving battlefield. True. And their only weapon is the relentless knowledge updates until they burn out. And number two are the healers, to those who are helping people to recover. Society will need more psychologists, therapists, spiritual guides, wellness experts, natural retreats, quality food providers, detox programs, and entertainment and art. Yeah. So people are forced to constantly running, competing, and struggling. And not to mention, most of us are getting old and uh, we fall sick, diseases come, and we need to deal with that as an added burden. So is this really a better world? One thing is certain, again, he says AI will keep getting smarter and we are increasingly dependent on it. And we gradually will disconnect ourselves from our true needs, our sense of purpose, our relationships, our families, our society, and nature itself. So whether you're a leader or follower in this game, every innovation brings with it a new wave of anxiety. What do you think? Okay, so let me address this now. Um, yeah, let me just stop share and then you can yeah. So basically what I think is this. I'm born in 1982, and this is the year whereby you experience the old world and the new world and the fast pace from Walkmans, listening to Walkmans to CD, cassette tapes, uh, those black discs that you used to play music, all the way to streaming, internet, Windows, up until now. So we are the one that is most exposed to all this fast pace of technology. And I won't dare say the same for my predecessors. That means to say those born before 1980s, maybe in the 60s and 70s, they might have a more difficulty catching up. And I feel for you and I understand where exactly you're coming from. Okay, but one thing is I don't know how to explain this, but basically the things that are happening now, that what you see, everything, uh, they are all prophesied in the good book. When I say the good book is the Bible, and I have been exposed to reading it since when I was in elementary school, and so I was kind of expecting all these things in a way that is my heart is prepared that this will come. And basically, when in 2020, when COVID struck, that's exactly the day that my senses goes off, my like a spider sense tingling, all my senses are going off. Say this is it, this is it, this is the start of the end. Okay. Why do I feel that way? Because that's when the uh, COVID struck the whole world basically, and our lives are changed completely. So in a way that is we are more and more disconnected from everyone else, and many of my family members also, some of them feel depressed, severely depressed after experiencing that. So again, my senses goes off because because I can sense that something is waking up. Yeah. When I say something is waking up, is this thing that is been prophesied in the Bible, that's been prophesied for so long. And basically, we we are creating a God. We are creating a God, okay, by technology, by using technology. We are creating something that will surpass human intelligence. We are creating something that will never die. We are creating something that can connect conscious wise with all other entities, and it can connect everyone on this earth all in one internet. Okay. So basically, we are creating something that will eventually, there will come a time in the future whereby they call it the singularity point. That will be a point whereby humans will no longer be able to catch up with the technology, and technology will be far more superior, and they will take over. Basically, in terms of the dominance of the world, it will be taken over by technology. And this entity has a name, and the code word for it that is prophesied by the book, the Bible, the good book, is 666, and they call it the Antichrist. So basically, we will create this create a man-made God, okay? And this artificial God will do a lot of miracles. It will be able to cure cancers or maybe other diseases that is incurable now. And basically, because of this, you can actually have a feel by understanding how ChatGPT is changing our lives and also replacing many jobs. So its next evolution will be it will be able to cure diseases. The doctors and a lot of professionals, all of them, is inevitable. We will all be replaced. We will all be replaced by technology, by this AI so-called. So all these are expected because when you read the good book, the Bible is all in symbols. It's all in symbolic language. And because the prophets in the past, they cannot, when they see the visions, they see things like the wasp or hornets with metal body, with metals, and it can sting like and sting like a fire burning your skin and all those things. Is they having a vision of modern technology and art of warfare, things like helicopters, planes, warplanes, and they cannot understand it 2,000 years ago. They see this vision and they can't understand all these things, and therefore they describe it as best as they can, and they leave a record for us to read and to see. So basically, most Christians, they know this day will come. So so we are kind of not so surprised. We are kind of even expecting it. We don't know when the actual singularity point, the exact date, everything is, we don't know when, but we know it's coming, and it's coming very soon. Okay. So it will, in the first place, it will herald a golden age for humankind. We thought that we have created a God for ourselves, that man has created a God, and we make our lives better. But somehow, in the second half of the humans chapter and history, basically this so-called artificial God, it sort of turn it will turn rogue. Okay, somehow it will turn against humanity in one way or the other. I haven't read the fully the books of the Revelations in the Bible, but I am pretty sure a lot of theologians, they will be able to infer and be able to understand in more detail what are the things that is going to happen. Some of them are saying there'll be, Christians will be raptured, pre-tribulation, mid-tribulation, post-tribulation, all those things. It's all stated in the Bible, but that's not what I'm concerned about or I'm referring to here. What I'm saying is, do not be worried and be overly anxious about all these things that is coming. We as a humanity, we will face it together as one. And it may be in another 20, 30 years. We don't know. Maybe 30, 40, 50. 50 years, but I don't think so long. But what matters now is that the past has gone and the future, we, as in this is a glimpse of the future, of what is going to happen. But what we can do now is much more important than the things that than being overly anxious about the future and getting so scared and paralyzed about all those future things. So uh, the good book also gives you a lot of comfort, a lot of wisdom in how to go about our daily lives, how to go about uh, living our lives um, up until the day we die and everything. So if you like, you can have a read and for yourselves and see whether you like it or not. And if not, if you don't accept it and reject it, then it's fine by me. But I'm saying that that good book actually helps me a lot in my life. And no other book has been so helpful or have changed so much of the history of mankind just as much as that book. So it's written by hundreds of authors, but it's all from different age and time throughout history, and it's cohesively formed into one message in that good book. In that there is a salvation, there's a savior, will come in the future to save all of us. Okay, so it's the whole book is basically God's salvation plan for humankind, and I will basically on that part I will stop here, but um, that is my basically my opinion. You can say that I'm crazy or what, is up to you. This is just my opinion and my beliefs. And basically, but I'm saying another important point is that uh, our fellow men and humans and all of us, if you can learn to connect with your neighbors, people around you who love you, your friends and your loved ones, those who care for you, the future may not be as scary as how you imagine it to be. Okay, so it's just your thoughts and feelings. You feel very overwhelmed, you feel very anxious, deep anxiety, and all that. But as long as you have your loved ones with you, beside you, and you can connect with them and connect with them eyes to eyes, and you feel safe and you feel love and you feel connected, and that's all that matters, really. Our lives here on Earth is limited. Some of us are given 80 years, 90 years, Japanese maybe 120 years. Some not so given long years, like maybe 46, 40 plus years. And basically, we don't know when we will go. But the only thing that makes our quality of life here good is basically our connections with the people we love, our relationships with those that we have connections with and we love, and they are beside us, and knowing that we are not alone in this world, and and that I'm here for you, and we will always be there and support and love one another this way. So uh that's all of my thoughts and opinions. I hope I don't know whether you feel better, but yeah. So if you have any questions or any opinions or what, um you can share with me and we can talk further. So thank you so much for your time, and this is Wen. Good day.